Hello and good morning. It is going home time. Well, going back North Carolina this morning, and it's cold. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and warm it up. It's the easiest way to run an EV. Doesn't use any of the battery power, but it uses the shore power to warm up the vehicle. Let's do that. I jumped in the truck here. As you can see, we're at 92%, 289 miles of range. That'll get us well into Knoxville, where we'll get our next charge. And if we take a look here, we can see that I've turned all the stuff on in the car. Heated seats, steering wheel, and bumped the internal temperature. While I don't think this heats the battery, it's okay. It'll warm it up in here. That'll use a bunch of energy that would come normally out of the battery. Truck currently is 51 degrees, so it's nice relative to automobile terms. All right, I'm gonna let it warm up here and we'll get packed up and get down the road. I think we're loaded up. Got all these bags here in the back. Hank and Luna are set up. They've got this sling that protects the seats and their blankets. They're gonna hang out back here. My wife's set up with her reading stuff. Car is running and we are plugged in, so we're using shore power to warm it up, not the battery. And last but not least, the trunk's full, or mostly. It's all light stuff. I didn't want to possibly get wet in the back, even though the back is all sealed up. We're good to go. I think now we need 2 dogs, my wife and I, and we'll roll down the road. I tried going in the cab of the truck, turning the seats, the steering wheel, and the heat on inside, and it's warmed up just fine. And that process works just fine if you plug it into the wall connector, where this power is used to heat up the truck inside. So we're done now, and we'll go ahead and disconnect this, put this away, close the door, which I always forget. And there you go. So let's get the dogs and everybody in and we'll hit it. We are good to go. Everybody loaded. All right, well, let's have a look here. It looks like 289 miles of range. We did not lose any because I preheated everything while it was still plugged into the wall connector. We're gonna head that way, heading to North Carolina. Navigate to Tryon, North Carolina.
Sorry, the navigation system is still loading. Please wait.
Yeah, been there before. I think that's a bug. Something about preheating the car while it's still plugged in or something. Not sure, I'd have to replicate it, but could be. All right, well, I'm gonna shut it off and turn it on and see if that makes a difference. Just did a restart. Let's try it again. Navigate to Tryon, North Carolina.
Sorry, the navigation system is still loading. Please wait.
Just leaving Nashville now. We entered the destination manually, and it appears that it took it. Maybe it's a voice thing, I don't know. I'll try that later maybe. But as you can see, it's rainy and nasty, and it's just one of those days. Navigate to the Electrify America, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Here's what I found near Knoxville, Tennessee. Which item would you like?
One. No.
Would you like to set this result as the destination or as a waypoint?
Cancel. No, that set it for the local EA. Navigate to Electrify America, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Here's what I found near Knoxville, Tennessee. Which item would you like?
Well, if Nashville is near Knoxville, Tennessee, then okay. No. I had to enter the address in by going to the app on my phone, finding Electrify America in Knoxville, putting the address in, and now under trip preview, or make that overview, I'm arriving with 30%. I may drive past that onto the new EA there at the Harley-Davidson down the road a little bit. We'll see how it goes. And right now we've got 244 miles of range, 155 miles to drive. So we'll just pay attention to this crappy weather. I know you love it. That was really weird. I was on Blue Cruise, everything was happy, and it went duh, and just quit driving. So I guess I'm driving now. Oh well. Anyway, moving on down the road, about 45 miles into our trip, 130 to the EA station in Knoxville. Oh, there it goes. Now it decided to drive again. Anyway, going to be charging in Knoxville and then on to North Carolina. Let's do an energy check. Got 52% in the battery, 89 miles to go, 131 predicted miles. Looks like it's tooling along about 1.6 miles per kilowatt hour. We're now 23 miles from the EA charger in Knoxville. Got 40 miles of range, 22 miles to drive, and 20% in the battery. And the weather continues to be like this. We're getting close now. Got, what's it say, 14 miles to the EA. I checked the EA status, and it looks like 3 are operational, 1's down. And I don't know, we'll hopefully we can get a hook up to a charger there. It's pretty bad when you got to worry about getting a charge. I know when I drive my Tesla, it's no brainer. The car knows exactly where to go and what's available, and if it's free to charge. Maybe one day. Look at that, 5 miles to actually drive and only 21 miles of range. We're down to 12% in the battery. Does that freak you out?
In 800 feet, turn right, then take the first right. Turn right, then take the first right. In 300 feet, turn right, then arrive at 8445 Walbrook Drive, Knoxville, Tennessee, United States 37923. Turn right, then arrive at 8445 Walbrook Drive, Knoxville, Tennessee, United States 37923. In 400 feet, arrive at 8445 Walbrook Drive, Knoxville, Tennessee, United States 37923, on the left. Arriving at 8445 Walbrook Drive, Knoxville, Tennessee, United States 37923, on the left.
Who thought it was a good idea to include the zip code in the navigation? I don't get it. And EA, I think, is across the parking lot there. Yeah, there it is.
There's a Sam's Club.
Yep. Hey, another lightning over here. All right, let's see if we can find a working one. Last time that one was dead. I guess they fixed it. What do we got here? I'm gonna go to this one. This one looks kaput. Yep, we made it. We've got 18 miles of range left, and if I look here, 10%. All right, gonna get on my app and get going here. Yeah, it looks like I've hooked up correctly. out here in the rain, screwing around with this thing. Very low status charge, 10%. Should be pretty high, I would hope. It's too low. It's all right. We made it here to Knoxville, EA. It's a 4-stall, one's dead. 2 are, I guess 3 are operational. There was another Ford Lightning here. It's raining, nasty. We're gonna take the dogs for a walk. It looks like we got better part of an hour to charge here. So far the trip's been great. We arrived with 10% in the battery, and the guessometer, or the GOM, was very good at estimating that. Located right next to the Sam's Club and Walmart, owned by the same people, Sam Walton. And we are headed to grab a little lunch here, believe it or not, in Sam's. Maybe pick up a few items, don't know. Dogs are in the car. Last I looked at it was 32%. Yeah, can't beat that. $1.38 for a drink and a hot dog. I am back in the truck. Went inside, had a nice lunch. Sue's shopping, and I came back out to the car. And let's have a look at our arrival percentage. See if it's happy with that. And see, it still wants to stop here at an intermediate stop for 10 minutes. Well, it's not going to happen. We're going to go ahead and finish charging to get us all the way there. Currently it's showing 175 miles of range. Home, I think it's about 160 something, but we'll put probably 80% in it. It's 69 now. And I'll have to refresh this. I don't think that this will change, but I'll leave it anyway. So that's how I do it. I want to look at the arrival percentage, and that should be the easy way to tell if you're going to have enough charge to get where you're going. Here's how Hank and Luna ride. They have a good sized back seat. They have a sling I bought. Protects the seats, and then we put their blankets down there, and they just chill out when we drive here. 43 degrees today. I think the battery is reacting to the cold weather here. At 78%, I should be like 250, and we've seen this in very cold weather. However, with the software upgrade of 4.11, it appears that it is worked better. Not only was the GOM more accurate, the charge would actually charge more and give me more range when it was colder. Today, however, I think it's reacting to this cold weather. We've hit the magic 80% here, and the fast charger falls off like a rock. It was a little over 90 here before it changed. And so now we're going to have to suck up at 56 kilowatts here. Been here 53 minutes so far. EV6 just drove up, and he's trying to figure out how to pay it with a credit card. I don't know. I think getting the app and $4 a month is a better deal. Makes it easier, and you get a little deal. Hey Ford, I have no idea how much power I'm charging at. How about putting it right here? What do you think? Just put that right there, and then we'll know exactly how much power is getting in the truck here to charge. 56 at 56. You can't beat that. Kind of interesting development. A Model Y just drove up and plugged into the EA with an adapter. This ID4 here next to me, but it's kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm going to unplug and get out of here now. We've got plenty, according to the nav. If I look here, we have 29% on arrival. Sue's just coming out of the store, so we're going to move out of here. All right, 234 miles at 89%. If anybody says that the temperature doesn't affect the range, it's less of an effect. However, it's only 43 degrees. So I don't know, there you go. We're out here on Interstate 40, now east of Knoxville. 138 miles to go, 208 on the GOM, and batteries at 81%. Our arrival percentage is showing 27% now in Tryon, so that's just fine. We've now made the turn. We're lined up for the gorge between North Carolina and Tennessee now. It's up about 12 miles. We're getting close to the gorge now. Just a couple miles. We are going to see how well Blue Cruise drives through the gorge here. This is all interstate, and it is twisty. The nav's reporting fog up ahead, so we'll see how that all works. We're currently running Blue Cruise hands-free here. Just came into North Carolina. There's a state line down there. We're on the other side of the gorge now, on the east side of the gorge, and our turn is about 20 some miles to the south on Interstate 26. Doing energy check, 108 miles on the GOM, 61 miles to go, and 47% in the battery. I think we're all right. We made it here to Interstate 26, in construction, of course. And Navicomputer says we have 27 miles to home. Still raining and nasty. All right, let's do an energy check. We're just around the corner. Looks like we're going to arrive with 25%. It's fine. The GOM says 63 and 7 miles to go. Doing pretty well all in all. It's been a good day, and the weather still is crappy here where I live in Tryon. All right, here's the trip data from Nashville to Tryon here. It's 325 miles. Took 5 hours and 36 minutes, which did include almost an hour of charging in Knoxville at a rate of 1.8 miles per kilowatt hour. As you can see down below, the majority of it went to the drivetrain, few accessories and other things. Temperature averaged about 45 degrees. The battery did get cold and responded appropriately at a stated charge of 84 or something like that. It only had 200 and some miles. Plenty for us, of course. The leg from Knoxville to here is about 180 miles. To wrap it up, the Ford Lightning is an awesome truck. It's very much like my F-150, which I've had for a long time. It is all electric. However, you would never know it if you had some earplugs in. So it's a pretty awesome truck. However, there's some things that need improving, mostly all software related. As you saw from the video, I think there's room for software improvement, Ford. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give me a like, and if you would, please subscribe. You know I'd certainly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll look for you again, and take care.